Hello everyone, welcome to another episode here on this Malakai campaign. So, overall we need to get rid of this rebellion here with Skalf Grundedrak, something like that. I hate that name, I'm gonna have to change it later on. And in essence, yeah, I still don't have anyone to give this Rune of Penetration because it's non-grudge settler units. I'll have to hire one, at least an ROR unit should do it. So let's fight the battle out. And what do we have here? So in essence, they are actually allowing us to get the reinforcements, which is great. So I'll just have a couple of lines here, always scattered lines. That's always the best sort of idea, even though it's not necessary if they don't have, any magic, like in this case, or if they don't have, artillery or anything. But still get used to the general gist of it, and you always get a little bit more options. So gyrocopters, they're free to do some damage, so they can go and hunt down anyone. Likely the better targets are like the ones without shields, so any great weapons. As you can see, tons of great weapons, marauders, but this is all just an infantry force that will suffer against the combined arms force, of course. So yep, time just to see some stuff blow up. Yeah, gyrocopters can help so much in the early game. I'm actually glad I went for that building on my main province, while having Malakai just going into Slayers gives you a ton of options, for the early game. With Slayer Pirates, basic Slayers, now I'm gonna get Giant Slayers and Doomseekers, so that's great. And yep, overall just bombard. I tried to bombard like one full infantry unit, or two if you can, of course, but don't be greedy and try to go for the 3 or 4. That's seldom the case, and you'll just end up having to do way too many decisions for it. And still, it's still useful. I could be hitting the doggos actually, because they're quite fast, but I think just even a couple of volleys from my miners with charges should do it. They're not even attacking fast enough because, well, the infantry needs to climb up. If they were going on a downhill, well, then it would be easier for them, but that's not the case at all. Very easy battle. It's not even like a battle. It's just me trying to kill them off as quick as possible without suffering too much. Still, they are going to attack my miners here. I could have had my dwarf warriors, but yeah, I do want to see some form of engagement, come on. And I'm setting up my Thunderers to shoot some of the targets. And at the same time, just using my catapults to slowly get damage done. They're now very close to my lines. As soon as they attack my lines, they're likely gonna rout. And I still have my lords to move ahead. There you go, aim. I was checking if they had any reload animations or anything like that, but still, the shooting animation is really cool. And there goes my lord to try and face his own lord, which I'm targeting with my gyrocopters. It's always a nice target to do. Oh, he comes in with the sword. It's not really flaming. Yeah, he can try, but he won't do too much damage there. It's a very easy battle. What I wanted to showcase with these battles for us is how you really try to be as efficient as possible. Use the gyrocopters, use your artillery, your ranged units, soak in with the lords. And that's typically how one does it. So, yep. That's a good victory. Down with the rebellion. I didn't lose anything really. I could use the army replenishment or actually the control. Control is really important for this province. I need it. Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna have to finish them off.
Slayer, for the wisdom of Valea.
Okay, should I get a unit of Quarrelers? I think I'm gonna get the Slayer Pirates or the Quarrelers. I can't get both, so likely the Quarrelers, yeah. They have the Shield Breaker, it's actually useful. Yeah, well, these guys have armor-piercing missiles, but the range... What do I get? Yeah, they have this Dwarf Rum. Both would be nice, but still, let's go with the Grudge ones. Yeah. They're overall good against the infantry as well, so that's cool. Let me get some anti-corruption here. I really need some stuff that would give out a lot of corruption resolution, you know, because there's a lot of it. There's a lot of influences of corruption. Luckily, Boris in the north is actually controlling a lot of stuff. Otherwise, I would be having some issues. But then again, that's mostly because I'm dealing with the other enemies nearby, you know. And also, I think conquering Frozen Landing here actually may affect how Boris develops, because he doesn't have the trouble of having an enemy on that case. So I conquered this. I was going to show this battle, but I mean, it's a very easy one. So let's go. That's done with it. There's a big army stack there. And I'm gonna need a full stack to at least deal with it, even if it is just low quality units. This is still fine, you know.
More moving, less whinging.
Let's go. Can you even reach there? That's sad. I wish I could do that. Yeah, so these heroes, I really need Gotrek and Felix on that side. I just want to take advantage of the movement there. Okay. And you're gonna go down to Erengrad. Let me check the quick deals here quickly. Always check diplomacy at the end of your turn if you can. It's just so basically it's a very basic action to do, and just check for any deals and how they can assist your next turn or even that turn. Sometimes you can squeeze a little bit of money to build up some stuff, which is great. So the Warhost of the Apocalypse. So Archeon was killed, actually, and that's nice. That means the Boris is actually doing way too much work. I mean, he's doing what I need. All that I'll need to do is take care of Disciples of Hashut. Yeah, Astragoth is my next target then. I'll get the short victory very quickly, it seems. Factions... Wait, these guys... Oh, there's Astragoth. Okay. So now we're gonna have trouble, because we have two armies, two enemies here, or potential enemies. Astragoth is still not an enemy. I have to check how it will become one. That army is a problem, and I cannot reach it. Can I go into Force March? Can I reach there? No. But I can reach in range, so that's good. So that enemy army there, I hope it doesn't go after any, you know, any place. If it goes like this, I think I can fight it with just a garrison. Hopefully he doesn't recruit anything, or maybe even have a better lord there or something like that. Alright, Fences Blades and the Talisman, that's nice. It's a very good ward save. Especially for this Slayer dude, it's really important. Now, I can get one Master Engineer. Let's go with the conventional one. So it still gives some buffs to the artillery, which is nice. Let me get Gotrek and Felix. Let's go, Brian Blessed. And no, I really don't know what these guys are, so I'm gonna have to hold it out, because they can either attack on Frozen Landing and Astragoth assist. Well, Astragoth can't reach my settlement in time, so that's good. Because sometimes they would just, you know, the AI can totally pull this off, like attack me, declare war on me, and then just reinforce the other guy who will attack me. That sort of decision making sometimes happens. So I gotta be careful. They don't have any enemies, which is crazy bad for me. That means they'll likely just declare very soon. They are neighbors, they dislike me. It's bound to happen very soon. Like either on the next turn, because this is legendary, or a couple of turns from now. And the only thing that could persuade them not to is if I have a big army here, you know? Which I do, kinda, you know, but I still need to recruit some troops. So, what can I get? Another gyrocopter would be nice. I don't know if I can survive for 2 turns, but I'll have to. Yeah. I'll have to survive with these two guys showing up. Let me see, do I want the income from province settlements, or do I want oath gold? No, not really. Do I want the iron readiness? I think I'm gonna go for that. Could go for some income still, but yeah. It seems everything is fine, but I'm actually requiring, you know, a fine-tuning control here. Because it can go quickly downside. I wish that faction would attack me so that I can kill that army. And then my situation is easier. Let me just recruit these guys. Yeah, definitely need to recruit those guys. There we go. And they landed here. Actually, they're still not landed, which buys me a turn. And the more turns that I get at this point, the better. I can get some more weapon strength or just the character leadership. I like that. Yeah, it's going fine. It's going fine. I know that I moved these guys already. So far it's cool. This guy might be heading off to help it. I think that's the key point. Otherwise, why would it be running away? So I can attack Erengrad, but Castle Alexandronov would be under attack by that Sarl force. I wonder. Wonder. Yeah, they're here. Do I want them to capture it? So that I can counterattack? That's also a possibility. Let me see. I'm gonna move in. Let me see. Yeah. And I can ambush. Let me see if that helps. This guy can be a problem. I hope I can deal with it with the garrison, actually. Yep. And I still have some buildings to do. Let's go with Castle Alexandronov. Well, it can get captured, so might as well just save it up. Nah, let's go. Let's go for it. Yeah, it's fine. I have good income. And I can even trade with Ostland and give him... I'm not ready for the defensive alliance yet. It may bring me into war with the fecundities, but so far I can do this. I need to know what happens and maybe deal with a couple of these enemies before, you know, making those kind of decisions. Yeah. I know that I take way too long sometimes between turns, but I do recommend it, guys, because that's how things can go down, especially on Legendary. That's how stuff can go awry, you know, if you don't plan it out. Like, for instance, here, this settlement doesn't have any walls. I can defend and try to get some good outcome of it, but yeah, I think I'm gonna fight it out just outside of this. Yeah, wasn't too good, but still got some casualties done. Could have done better, but yeah. Settlement raised. Fort Astragoth, the Troll Country. I was read it as Troll County. Okay. There's the Nemesis Crown. Where is it? Large forest in the Empire. Okay. We're gonna keep an eye on that. I don't think the marker shows up when I haven't seen it. No, that's the rift. Yeah. I think it's not showing up. It's fine. I don't really want the crown, I just want to keep an eye on who has it. Okay, he did an attack on Castle Alexandronov, which is kind of fine. I'm gonna go and attack here on Erengrad. Gotta be careful with this guy. I mean, now there's no more targets, because both of these garrisons can survive him. So, likely the best course of action is me to go to Erengrad and then recapture. And let's see what happens. Gotrek and Felix are nearly here. I know that there has to be... There we go. There they are. What is the action from the engineer? Is it a block army? Yeah, let me try it. Good chances. Good chances. And it's a failure. That's bad. That's bad. But still, it seems like a lot of devoted marauders of Slanesh, and that's it. So likely they're going to have some more other units. but still. It seems Astragoth also has a couple of good units here. I hope it's not just all elite units. Typically with the Chaos Dwarf it isn't. So that's why I'm confident enough. How is the Age of Reckoning? Seems it's going to be fine. 6 turns, I'm going to fight at least 3 big battles, so unlikely get to the third one. Let me put this guy here in ambush, or no, let me just put it in camp. Yeah. It's better. Let me see if they attack. You know, if they attack me, it's better, actually. Overall, shall we attack Erengrad, then? Shall we go to the shipwreck? Man, ideally, that army in the middle of my forces gets destroyed by a garrison next time. I can auto-resolve it, or I can just attack it, you know. Do they have walls on this? No, I don't think they have walls. But yeah, let me check out how the cannons deal with all those units, especially the Chaos Trolls. And let me end up a little bit having, you know, yet another battle. Because otherwise I cannot have one of the big battles here. So, always ensure that the artillery is very close to the engineer so that he buffs the reload skill. Let's send the gyrocopters against the horsemen. And there's a kill zone right there that I'm pointing out on the map with the blue line. So, let's fight it out. Gyrocopters incoming. One note about gyrocopters, make your best effort to split them up, otherwise they can shoot them in, you know, one another, so be careful on how you move them. If they're in front of one another, some of their shots may hit the other gyrocopters, so the friendly fire is a thing with the gyrocopters, be careful. Now these Marauder horsemen, it seems like they're fine, but they're really not. They're taking way too many casualties already. They should be very close to routing, especially with that artillery. Yeah, there we go. That's a nice shot. And now I think I'm barely in range for the grape shot. Yeah, there we go. That's grape shot already. Wow. Every single one of them is down. They didn't die, but that's actually better. It just gives me some, you know, that knockout effect is really cool. Because they're essentially still taking damage, you know, with the shots, so... Yeah, Malakai is shooting anything on the flank. And my hero is over here checking out. It's really cool to send out a hero like this in front of your forces, just ensuring that the infantry units get counterattacked. But I was not going for it, for that cheese. I was going with the hero to attack his lord, which is here, and now it's my gyrocopters going. It's a very easy battle. All that I wanted was to ensure that I didn't take any casualties, and likely that's a nice success. So I think they are now routing, and that's a victory. Yep. Overall, don't forget to click like and subscribe, guys. Comment as well. That helps a lot on the algorithm, by the way. And that's a nice outcome. I like when every single unit does something instead of, you know, just one doing. So the Banner of Eternal Flame, that's a nice one actually, because it does give the base weapon damage to allies in range. Do I give it to Slayers or do I give it to the Miners? Maybe the Dwarf Warriors. Yeah. Dwarf Warriors with great weapons, it's better. So we got Erengrad, it has that port, it increases my income. I got some Regiments of Renown, which is always nice. Let me upgrade here. Artillery Master, Tinkerer. Tinkerer is nice. What do I want? The Architect. Yeah, maybe the Architect is better. I've been building up and I'm suffering for money. So after triangulation, what do we get? We get Sapper for more speed, which is still nice, but 3% is not too much. But that 8% ammunition is really cool, especially for the Slayer Pirates, which don't have too much. Or actually the Miners, if you can get them to have an extra shot, is really cool. So yeah. Overall, this guy is likely headstrong in attacking Castle Alexandronov. This guy might attack Fort Ostroth or Hell Pit, depending on how it goes. This guy might attack me, which would be perfect, and Astragoth is still the liability. I have no idea. If he would move away, then I would be fine. This is cool. He has now an additional enemy, hopefully on the other side, of course. I haven't met him, so likely that's the case. And that's perfect, actually. Azazel is also only having that last settlement, which is perfect. Yeah, it seems to be cool.
If you're going to fight, Demon Slayer.
Do I recruit these units already? I think I'll have to, especially the rock lobas. Yeah. Yeah, a couple of artillery units, it's all that I need, especially because they have so many infantry units. Yeah, it sounds cool. Let's go for control and corruption. I need to get rid of all the corruption around here. Malakai really needs... Should I go for growth? No. He really needs the control and corruption control. The control and the corruption reduction in the early game. So yeah. Well, that will be it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.